Investigative journalist Shepard M. Bella of IntelliHub was the first to discover that of the 20 Freescale Semiconductor employees on the missing Flight 370, 4 were high-level engineers who had invented a semiconductor process worth billions of dollars. As this patent document shows, obtained by IntelliHub, the 4 engineers each had a 20% ownership of the patents, a total of 80% to Freescale Semiconductor's 20%. That shockingly, the patent was filed on March 11, 2014, 4 days after the plane disappeared. And now that the patent owners are dead, full ownership of the patents will revert to Freescale Semiconductor. It was further discovered that Freescale Semiconductor was purchased in large part by the shadowy corporation, the Carlyle Group, in 2006 for a staggering $17.6 billion. This is the same Carlyle Group that was gorged with money from the bin Laden family when Osama bin Laden's henchmen were slamming airplanes into the World Trade Center towers. Just hours before Osama bin Laden attacked America, then Carlyle Group senior advisor George H.W. Bush was meeting with members of the bin Laden family at the Ritz-Carlton. Bush was trying to convince the bin Laden family, owners of the multi-million-dollar Saudi company the Bin Laden Group, to increase their stake in the Carlyle Group, predicting that the defense investment company's profits would soon be booming, which they in fact did after 9/11, doubling their profits in a mere 3 months and going on to increase their net worth 100 times in a few short years. This is the same shadowy corporation that bought Booz Allen Hamilton in 2008, the NSA contracting agency that NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden pilfered over 50,000 documents from. Booz Allen Hamilton is, for all intents and purposes, part of the NSA. Virtually all of their work is contracted by the NSA, and most of its 20,000 employees are either former NSA or CIA agents, or in some way connected to the military-industrial complex. When Edward Snowden first began leaking documents, he revealed that he could, as an NSA contractor, wiretap anyone in the world, including the President of the United States. That he and the thousands of other NSA contractors worldwide had access to the whole gamut of the NSA's surveillance apparatus. He could tap into every cell phone, including GPS location data, listen in on every flight communication worldwide, link to every spy satellite, and tap into any aspect of the military-industrial complex. So make no mistake, the Carlyle Group knows exactly what happened to Flight 370. Are we to believe the NSA's private surveillance army run by the Carlyle Group has no information on the missing jumbo jet? They know exactly where Flight 370 is. Whether it was hijacked or whether, as is now being reported, it is at the bottom of the Indian Ocean. The current story is that the pilot, Zahari Ahmad Shah, out of his mind because of a torrid love affair, flew the plane for 7 hours in the opposite direction of the intended route, detected by no one, including the nearby U.S. naval base on Diego Garcia. That he, out of his mind because his wife was going to leave him, decided to end it all by flying for 7 hours into a remote part of the Indian Ocean, taking all 239 passengers with him to a watery grave. And the plot gets deeper. The plane crashed in an area of the ocean with enormous depths, between a staggering 10,000 to 15,000 feet, making recovery of the plane next to impossible. And yet again, the plot thickens. The U.S. naval base on Diego Garcia, with the most sophisticated tracking equipment in the U.S. military's arsenal, possibly in the world, strangely never noticed a jumbo jet, a huge Boeing 777, flying in its airspace? Odd indeed. Enter IntelliHub investigative journalist Shepard M. Bella with another bombshell, that Philip Wood, an American high-level executive at IBM who was on Flight 370, sent a text message and a pitch-black photo from his iPhone on March 18th at 6:22 p.m., 10 days after the plane disappeared with the following message. I have been held hostage by unknown military personnel after my flight was hijacked. I work for IBM and I have managed to hide my cell phone. I have been separated from the rest of the passengers and I am in a cell. My name is Philip Wood. I think I have been drugged as well and cannot think clearly. This could be a hoax, except for the accompanying photo that was sent with the text. While the photo is simply a darkened image, as most people know, iPhones embed a staggering amount of metadata when a photo is taken that include the exact GPS longitude and latitude coordinates of the phone. The coordinates indicate that Wood, according to Google Maps, is inside a large building on Diego Garcia. Of course, this could all be a conspiracy theory, but it seems like every day what was once deemed a conspiracy theory is now part of the normal news cycle. Conspiracy theorist extraordinaire Alex Jones several years ago made the then wild claim, citing an AT&T engineer, whistleblowers, and top secret documents, that the NSA was archiving every single phone call, email, Facebook post, webcam video, virtually thousands of pieces of data on every American in real time. Alex Jones was deemed crazy, a tinfoil hat wearing kook, and ostracized by the real media. But as we all know now, every single thing Alex Jones said and more has been proved to be true by the revelations of NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden. So maybe, just maybe, the US military is hiding Flight 370.